Hi, I'm Matt, and I hadn't done a video in a while. That's because just going to the chase here. I hadn't really had a original idea, nor a idea that I thought was good enough to uh, put onto video. I do like making guitar and talks, but sometimes the formula gets stale. It's fucking weird to say that, and a 11-part series now, but I plan to not take such long, you know, hiatus between uploads. I, yeah, that's pretty much it. I'll still try to look, to look after different video ideas, but the ones I really wanted to do were something closer to the Soda Drinker Pro video. I found some games, but the problem is it's either someone already talked about them or I, couldn't make it interesting enough to be recorded. So for the time being, I resorted to, the old reliable and come back to guitar and talk a bit. Uh, I like to think I got a little bit better at playing the guitar, but I, you'll be the judge of that. Anyway, I started, trying to learn how to play music from, just listening to it. So I listened to a song and I was like, hey, I think I can play it on the guitar. And I'll be showing here some of those results. If possible, I'd like to, put those tab things here, those tabs you see when you're first learning how to play the guitar. But I'll probably be too lazy to put that on editing, so just play it out here. This is Mr. Sandman, the music from Stranger Things, the fifth season. Yeah, I it's a long song. It's like 3 minutes long, and it doesn't really keep the same rhythm. So that's all I have for now. Yeah, I don't remember if I ever played this, but there's also XLF by Crazy Frog. I think I knew the song when I first started recording these videos, but I don't think I ever showed it. It goes something like. Yeah, that's a fun one. I like playing that one. I think it was like the first or the second song I ever, you know, did the whole listening to the song and being like, hey, I can try to play this on the guitar. Uh, there's another one which is like the whistle, the one that plays in those uh, Wild West movies, like. Yeah, that's of course that's not everything I learned in the past year. uh, it's kind of hard to come back after the time. I never really built the not confidence, but I would say more the habit of speaking. First of all, in English, and second of all, speaking to someone, speaking to a camera. So, taking this break I took accidentally uh, didn't really help with, me coming to terms with, oh, that's what I do sometimes. I want to tell a story now. Th- that story was primarily the first reason I wanted to uh, come back and record this. So, around 3 years ago, we went to a theme park here in Brazil. It's called Hopi Hari. That fucking, it's a weird name. Even for us here, it's a weird name. So I went there with my friends. It was a school trip, and you know, it was mid December, which for the rest of the world, or at least the upper half of the world, it means it's cold. But since I live in a tropical country, it's the hottest part of the year. So we had a very similar problem people have when they go to Disneyland, except Disneyland has those fancy uh, what do you call it, fans that also sprinkle water out of them in their lines. So first of all, we arrived late. Our bus had some problems. We arrived late, so as we were entering the park, there were already people flooding to the queues, uh, and uh, we went there to one of the one of the attractions. The problem was it was a outside attraction, so we needed to stay in the sun, and I hadn't eaten anything that day. So we got there, we were online, and the problem is it changed ever since then. But at the moment, there were no protections for the sun from the sun. There were no fans. There wasn't anything there to stop us from uh, having severe dehydration, which happened to me. I was basically blind when it got to our time to ride the thing. Not literally blind, but my vision was starting to get blurry, and everything was turning black. Uh, so I went there, and that's the bad part. It was one of those. Uh, Imagine a carousel. Now imagine it goes very fast, and it also like turns upside down, swings from side to side. That those things I don't know if they have a name really. Uh, so we went there, and after that, I had all the problems one could have in this theme park. So I was dehydrated. I was very sick. I was feeling like I could vomit at any moment, and I wasn't seeing anything. So I had to run to the nearest shop and pay like $10 for a bottle of water. Yeah, that's just a funny story I thought of, sharing here. Otherwise, I think that's it, really. Uh, so yeah, bye.